Now let's talk about hair and nails. Composition. So both hair and nails are composed of a molecule called keratin, which is a hardened protein. So remember that, it's very important. It's a protein. Okay, so you're immediately thinking it's made up of amino acids. It's a long chain, has a primary, secondary, and tertiary structure at least, possibly a quaternary. The secondary structure of the protein keratin is a coiled coil, which is a combination of two twisted alpha helices. Usually they're bonded together strongly with disulfide bonds, which remember are between cysteine and cysteines, the SS bonds, disulfide, and such a coiled coil, which looks like this. It's kind of hard to find a good picture of it online, I think. But essentially it's like a coiled coil is like that, and remember it has this. I'm trying to draw 3D, but like you can't really like see it. Imagine it's going like this, like here, right? And coiled coils, what's important to know about them, they do have a repeating amino acid residue, 7 amino acids. It's a pseudo repeat. Positions 1 and 4 usually have hydrophobic residues, so this could be any one of the nonpolar residues. So say I don't know, like glycine or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, any of the hydrophobic residues like tryptophan or anything like that. And the rest aren't really important, but know that it is 1 to 7, and 1 and 4 have this hydrophobic residues, and that's because they're usually stacked on top of each other. As you can see, again, hard to see because it's 3D, but imagine these are like technically like stacked on top of each other. Yeah, so that's why they have hydrophobic pores. And if you have any questions, I recommend looking at this, so you can use this link, kind of copy it, right? Or you can just look up this published with Leonard Mackenzie, and you can look up this this lecture about the coiled coil. I think it's very helpful in explaining some of this. Okay. Next, let's talk about piloerection, which is something that hairs undergo. So hairs have muscles attached to them, which is something you may not have known. Your hairs have a muscle known as erector pili or hair erectors. Erector pili is just Latin for hair erectors. When these muscles are contracted, they cause the hair to stand on end, and we commonly refer to this as goosebumps. Formally, it's known as piloerection. So literally your hair, kind of when the muscles contract, it just stands up. Okay. It can be a response to cold or fear or some other stimuli. Sometimes you just get random goosebumps for no reason. This could be because of like cold or fear, or again, any other stimulus. It's not very well understood, but somewhat well understood, I guess. Mild thermoregulation function is it increases the air in between the hairs, which acts as an even stronger insulator than normal, keeps heat in. I can draw a picture of this. So again, sorry, where's my purple skin? So you have the purple skin and you have black hairs going through it. And so you have some that are like standing up and then some that are not. The ones that are not standing up, I'll draw, say, blue arrows, okay? The heat goes from inside your skin to the outside. Again, I mentioned hair is kind of like insulator, so it will not let the heat go through as easily. But when the hair stands up on end like this, like you can see right here, there's actually, and I'll draw this in light blue, there's actually like a lot of air right here that's essentially trapped in your hair. So there's a lot of air. And what's worse insulator than keratin or the hair itself is actually air. Air is terrible insulator. I mean, is a great insulator. It's a terrible conductor of heat. Air doesn't let heat go through pretty much at all. So when it tries, it'll kind of slow down a lot here, and it won't get out because there's a lot of hair, because there's a lot of air. Okay, and that's like the main function that we know of for goosebumps or piloerection. Hair, obviously, the muscles, the erector pili, are also very important for the structure of hair, for keeping hair kind of like structured the way it is, with it being like long. But this is another function that it has. Okay.